Khloé Kardashian's relationship with Lamar Odom is a poignant and emotional chapter in her life, filled with both immense love and devastating pain. The whirlwind romance, the subsequent marriage, and the challenges that followed have been widely documented, making it one of the most publicized relationships of her life. However, it's also a story of resilience, personal growth, and the complex realities of addiction. Khloé's openness about the struggles she faced during their marriage has provided fans with a raw and honest look at her journey. The beginning of Khloé and Lamar's relationship. Khloé Kardashian and Lamar Odom's relationship began in 2009, and it unfolded quickly. They met in the spring of that year, and just a month later, they were married. Their rapid courtship and marriage were the subject of much speculation, but Khloé and Lamar seemed to be completely in love. For Khloé, Lamar was not just a husband, but also a protector, filling the role left vacant by the death of her father, Robert Kardashian, in 2003. Lamar became a central figure in the Kardashian family, and for Khloé, he was a source of emotional support during a time when she was still grieving her father's death. Lamar was, in Khloé's words, the first man who came into her life who could assume the role of a father figure. His role in the family was significant. He was a protector, a provider, and someone who helped keep the family together during difficult times. Their relationship was a central theme in the reality show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and the couple even had their own spin-off, Khloé and Lamar. Fans watched as the couple navigated their life together, appearing to be the perfect match. Khloé's bold personality and Lamar's quieter, more reserved nature seemed to complement each other perfectly. They seemed to be deeply in love, and everything appeared to be going smoothly. But beneath the surface, there were challenges that neither of them were ready to face. The struggles and the impact of addiction. While the relationship appeared strong, Lamar Odom's struggles with addiction began to take a toll. Lamar had a history of substance abuse, but it was not until later in their marriage that it became evident how deep his issues ran. Khloé, who had always been supportive of her loved ones, believed that her love for Lamar could help him overcome his personal demons. She stood by him through thick and thin, attending therapy sessions with him and helping him seek treatment for his addiction. But addiction is a complex and powerful force, and despite her efforts, Lamar's issues continued to worsen. Khloé found herself in an increasingly difficult position. She was not only struggling to support her husband, but was also battling with her own emotional pain. She had lost her father, and now she was facing the reality of trying to save her husband from his addiction. The pressure of being in the public eye only added to the strain. The media began speculating about the cracks in their marriage, and Khloé was subjected to constant scrutiny, which only amplified the difficulties she was already facing behind closed doors. Despite the constant public judgment, Khloé remained devoted to Lamar. She believed in his potential and did everything she could to help him. She continued to protect him, even as his behavior became more erratic. But addiction has a way of breaking down even the strongest of relationships, and it wasn't long before Khloé realized that she couldn't save Lamar on her own. Her feelings for him didn't diminish, but she had to accept that she couldn't change him or fix his problems, especially if he wasn't willing to help himself. The breakdown of the marriage. In 2013, after years of dealing with Lamar's substance abuse issues and infidelity, Khloé filed for divorce. The decision to end the marriage was one of the hardest of her life. Despite everything that had happened, Khloé still loved Lamar. She had invested so much emotionally in their relationship, and the thought of giving up on it was painful. But as she later reflected, it became clear that the relationship was no longer healthy for her. The damage caused by Lamar's addiction, coupled with his inability to change, left her with no other choice but to file for divorce. The divorce wasn't finalized until 2016, but by then, both Khloé and Lamar had already experienced their own emotional battles. Khloé was devastated by the end of her marriage, but she knew she had to move forward. Lamar, too, was broken by the dissolution of their marriage, but his addiction continued to take precedence in his life. Although Khloé had tried everything she could to help him, it became clear that she had to prioritize her own mental and emotional health. The overdose and its aftermath. In October 2015, Lamar Odom suffered a near-fatal overdose at a brothel in Nevada. This event shocked both Khloé and Lamar's fans, and the Kardashian family was once again thrust into the spotlight. Khloé, despite the emotional strain of their divorce, rushed to Lamar's side and took on the role of caregiver once again. She remained by his side in the hospital, supporting him through his recovery. It was a moment of incredible vulnerability for both Khloé and Lamar, as they were forced to confront the reality of Lamar's addiction in a very public way. Khloé's decision to stay by Lamar's side during this time was controversial, as many wondered if she was doing so out of a sense of obligation or because she still had deep feelings for him. Regardless, Khloé's commitment to Lamar's recovery showed the depth of her compassion and her willingness to support him, even after everything that had happened. It was clear that Khloé was still emotionally invested in Lamar, but it was also evident that their relationship would never be the same again. Lamar's recovery was a long and difficult process, but he managed to pull through. However, Khloé eventually moved on with her life. She began focusing on her career, her family, and her own healing process. She also went on to have another highly publicized relationship with Tristan Thompson, which also ended in heartbreak. Through it all, Khloé has remained resilient and focused on personal growth, reflections, and moving on. In the years following her divorce from Lamar, Khloé has often reflected on their relationship and the impact it had on her life. She has spoken candidly about the pain of losing Lamar, but also about the lessons she learned from their time together. Khloé has acknowledged that Lamar's struggles with addiction affected not only their marriage, but also the entire Kardashian family. The pain was felt by all of them, and it was a difficult chapter to navigate, especially under the intense media scrutiny. Despite everything, Khloé has remained positive and committed to her personal growth. She continues to work on herself, both physically and emotionally, and is focused on her family and her career. While she no longer has a relationship with Lamar, she has found strength in her ability to move forward and learn from her past experiences. Khloé's journey with Lamar has taught her valuable lessons about love, loyalty, and the importance of self-care. It has shown her the complexities of addiction and the toll it can take on relationships, but it has also shown her that she is capable of overcoming even the most difficult challenges and emerging stronger on the other side. Conclusion. Khloé Kardashian's relationship with Lamar Odom is a powerful story of love, loss, and resilience. The challenges they faced together, particularly Lamar's struggles with addiction, were incredibly difficult, but they also taught Khloé valuable lessons about herself and the importance of setting boundaries. While their marriage didn't survive, the lessons she learned have helped shape the woman she is today. Despite the heartbreak and pain, Khloé has remained focused on her own growth and happiness, showing that even in the face of tremendous challenges, it is possible to heal and move forward.